into Denver territory.
The tackle made by Jonathan Boston.
Oh, yeah!
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Flat! Block 11! Rabbit! 180! Behind!
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flacco. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And the pressure gets to him again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's King. Dances by him. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. Now Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Rivers pass. Complete to Keenan Allen. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. The intended receiver there, Allen. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flacco to throw again on second down. He'll find Lindsey here, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Flacco now 3 out of 5 since taking over as he's given his guys a first down. Flacco will take to the air again. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that?
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flacco looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. Third and long for Joe Flacco. This is the tight end fan. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On the return, it's King. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
They run it here with Gordon. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Set. Drill 80.
March 47.
You ain't doing nothing, though. You ain't.
Now Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get off the field, defense. Jim.
Wait, 80 behind.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So, White 90. Hey, Brown 80. 27. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Shut! Block 15!
Check, 47.
6 man.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Check. Hey, Delta!
Check, hot.
Now Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check it back.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there is no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 52.
This is Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. They'll try to throw here. Rivers, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
For the Charger field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Big series right here. We got to step up.
From the gun, Flacco. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, Rocket.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
We own.
Hey, Zoo.
We own them.
47 is the Mike. 47 is the Mike.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
White. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Let's get the ball. 47 Mike. 47.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Behind, set, 180.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 1st down, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Another run by Lindsey. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
7 yards there and a 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Lindsey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rivers now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.